All right, Shalom. First, like to start by saying our praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is major U.S. city shifts from defund police to deploying troops to public transit. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip and add some precepts.
Now, our President Biden is likely to tout a drop in crime rates in tonight's State of the Union, and he's not the only Democrat doing so. Here's a post from New York City Mayor Eric Adams yesterday. The safest big city in America just got safer, he claims, citing several crime stats trending down in February from last year. But he left out subway crime, which has skyrocketed 13% over the first 2 months of this year. So much so that now Governor Hochul is deploying 750 National Guardsmen to city subway stations over a rise in violent crime. Here's the governor defending that move earlier today. Watch.
If people are feeling unsafe and won't come, then I have to do something about it. Because when you have a subway conductor with his throat slashed, and I spoke to the doctor who saved him yesterday, it's extraordinary, and another conductor hit with a glass bottle.
That was just an hour after you made this announcement yesterday?
Exactly. So guess what? We're going to take some strong action. All this is a deterrent. Saying, you want to commit a crime? Go somewhere else.
Okay,
not on
but
our subway.
So you're going to have the National Guard there.
All right, Salakia, 1 second. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. And the things that you see going on is part of the darkness and the evil times, man. All this death and stuff that's going on. And, that's the Lord doing these things, man. The Lord, do all these things, right? And America boasts itself of being a Christian society and swearing in on the Bible and things of that nature, but they don't uphold none of the law, statutes, commandments, which actually keeps a society going. But that's why the society is coming down, man, because of that fact. This is 1 second. See what it says in the NIV. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I bring prosperity and create disaster. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right, I'm going to get back to the video.
And they're going to search bags
Randomly. There is a statistical.
What happens if you don't want your bag searched?
Then go home. We're not going to search you. You can say no, but you're not taking the subway.
Oh. Harris, the comment I wanted to focus on from her is when she said, my number one priority is the safety of all New Yorkers, defending her decision to move National Guardsmen down there. But I remember in her first day of office when she sent a letter to DA Alvin Bragg, Remember that when she said basically ship up or shape out, and then nothing. So if safety really was a priority for her, then why can we rewind, or can't we rewind to go back and have her implement and enforce those policies back then? Why didn't she remove him from office? And now we have to put National Guardsmen in place? Too little, too late.
Politics is a blood sport, and it's not fighting for us, the people. I don't live in New York, but I do care about the people of New York. And if she cared about the people of New York City in particular, when our subway crimes, which have always been bad under the watch of this mayor. Remember, he said to everybody, it's a perception of crime that you're having. The 57-year-old grandma who was beaten in the back of the head with a hammer all the way down a set of stairs leading from one platform to the other. It was like a weekly basis when we had videos and things people would catch on their phones, all sorts of crime down in the subway. That wasn't 10 years ago. That was on his watch. Where was she with the National Guard? By the way, it's 1,000. It's 1,000 when you combine the National Guard's men and women and the New York State Police. I mean, she's sending everything she has in her power to one segment of the crime. Talk to all these people, though, who've had different areas of violent crime, but it boggles the mind. How did he have a blind eye to this? Are they not talking? Are the Democrats eating their own? What's happening between the Democrat mayor of New York and the governor of New York that she's pushing against him? I mean, those are the questions that maybe the local media could ask. In a bigger picture, it's still dangerous out there. We have people who've come here illegally, sleeping outside doorways. You literally have to walk around and over them to get in. I mean, it's all sorts of things. They've displaced people in the city. Crime and certain things have gone up. We just had a shooting off Times Square that bled right on to near our property. Come on, Mayor Adams. But Governor Hochul, late to the party.
That's right. And brass tacks, Carly. The NYPD chief of patrol, who put a tweet out, he said, New Yorkers want truth and solutions. Let's talk. He said he went through these facts. We'll throw it up. Transit system is not a war zone. Back trucks have been around since 2005. He said, but I have a solution. Let's try this. How about arresting recidivists and then arraigning, indicting, and prosecuting them? How about incarcerating them? The bottom line is, as he put forth, it's a practical solution. All it is enforcing the laws.
Oh, yeah. So I think that adding National Guards members to subway systems is going to be a welcome sight. I was talking to somebody who takes a subway from the Bronx every single morning to get into work, works an overnight shift, and I said, do you ever see police officers in the subway? This was just this morning, even before I found out about the story. And he said, never. But he sees a lot of homeless people riding the subways and folks who look mentally unstable. So if you think about that population mixed in with regular commuters in a metal tube with no security, it's no wonder that crime is going through the roof when it comes to transit crime. But that is just one part of the solution. The other part is when you arrest these people, you actually have to keep them in jail. And that's what the tweet is that you were just talking about. And I just want to point out that if your name is Tom Cotton and you're a senator, you should be skipping through your day today, because he wrote an op-ed in the New York Times and was called a racist for it, calling for the National Guard to be sent in to stop crime during the Black Lives Matter protests. And now you have 4 years later, Kathy Hochul sending in the National Guard to stop crime in the subway system.
She should testify at the trial for Daniel Penny as someone who can talk about just how dangerous it can get down there. And when you have the resources to send 1,000 people, plus I understand some mental health capabilities that she's sending down too, some support for that. Yeah. Maybe she has a story to tell.
That's right. And bottom line, Kaylee, we defunded the police to deploy troops. Right? That is the Democrat solution.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I mean, when I was in the White House in 2020, that was the rallying cry, defund the police. And it came on the heels of abolish ICE, these big leftist dreams. And it's so ironic to me. So now it's gotten so bad. We tried it your way. You got Gascon, you got Chesa Boudin, you got these liberal, crazy DAs. The cities have been destroyed, and now you're going to send in the National Guard? But oh, wait. When President Trump offered, and I had to look this up just to ensure, federal officers to Portland when they were trying to burn a courthouse, what happened? The mayor there, Mayor Wheeler, this is a headline, Business Insider, from Portland to Atlanta, mayors write letter condemning Trump's unilateral deployment of paramilitary-type forces into our cities. So they were paramilitary forces when Trump did it, but sure, send the National Guard now after you've burned these cities to the ground.
Well, the New York Times newsroom had a collective meltdown. They got...
Right, anyway, so all this is being orchestrated, man, by the elites. They have a order through chaos agenda. They got so much chaos going on. They're gonna bring the order, which is to implement these troops, which is to push out the MOTB so they can declare who basically terrorists and who not. You know, it's things of that nature, man. So all this stuff is being orchestrated, man. And then Esau gonna swoop in and make it look like he's the good guy. This is part of. It's also, excuse me. This is also desensitizing the people. They're losing their rights. What else? Yeah, this is the elite's agenda, man. You know, and can't nobody do nothing to stop it but the Lord. You know, but eventually people gonna try to rise up, but to no avail, man. So this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Talking about the people. Live it up, man, while you can. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, which is Esau, the white man, is come down unto having great wrath through his legislations and through his military. That's why he's spreading his military out in his own cities. That's why a lot of these migrants that's coming over here, they're actually military and being trained to be military, man. You know? It says, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right, the elites know that they only have a short time in their rulership left, so they're trying to hurry up and bring in their new world order agenda. But the Lord, Yahweh, gonna send Yahweh Shai back to put a stop in that, deliver the elect, destroy America, and put the rest of the world that are heathen in captivity in the kingdom of heaven. And the rulers of this place is gonna take over, which are the Israelites, man. So that's the end all be all. That's the end of everything, man. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Nope. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Woe, meaning destruction, to them that devise iniquity. All this is being orchestrated out by the elites, man, and being carried out by their, using think tanks and being carried out by their military, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. Meaning they have the resources to do this. They have the manpower. They have the money. They have the think tanks and everything. Everything is out well calculated, to the best of their ability. But it's all being orchestrated by the Lord ultimately, man. This verse 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. That's why you're not supposed to be getting comfortable in this place, man. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you. Right, so you got to bring your mentality, your mind about it. America. America's done. You still got a lot of the Latinos and Latinas coming over here thinking that they finna live the American dream. And then there was a news article on that, and the dude found out that it was worse over here than what it was in his own house, in his own country. It's worse. And he thought that they was finna come to be able to live the American dream, and it was bad over here, man. It's Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It's not, this America is filled with witchcrafts, false doctrines, and evil people. It shall destroy you spiritually. And once you destroy spiritually, that's going to lead to your destruction, or your death physically, even with a sore destruction. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, right? Be of a sound mind, man. Be vigilant, meaning pay attention. So you're supposed to be watching this news and keeping up with things that's going on around you. Because your adversary, the devil, which is Esau, man, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world, right? So us brothers are supposed to be watching and paying attention, because Esau is basically trying to overthrow us, man. You know, but is this the one? Okay, this might not be the one, but I'm gonna finish this one out. It says, "But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Yahushua, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect," right? So it's going through our suffering. Establish, strengthen, settle you. To him be glory and dominion forever. Okay. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly. Circumspect, circle, spectacles to look, meaning to look all around. Not as fools. So you're supposed to be out here being smart, not no foolish nigga, not no stupid individual. Individual. Folly. Jake and them, all they doing is follying, man. Fucking stupid. But that's what the Lord said they were. So he was going to make them like that. It says, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. We live in the evil days, man. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. Right. The will of the Lord, man. His return. The deliverance of his elect, man. Us know who we are, lining up. Because if you don't, you're going to be put to death. The heathen going into captivity, man. Etc. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess philosophies, but be filled with the Spirit. The Spirit is the word, the scriptures, man. Speaking to yourself in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart, which is your mind, to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father, in the name of our Lord Yahushua. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High. Right? So you're supposed to be on point. It's wartime. You know, in war, you got to be extremely on point. You can step on, when you watch a lot of these war movies, not even the movies, they actually got they got the video of the footage of the things that's been happening with the U.S. wars and stuff like that, of the actual events. You got guys that step on landmines, get their whole foot and stuff blew off for not paying attention. You got guys that's running over mines and getting their vehicles blown up because they're not being extremely circumspect. They don't know how to fight this war. These motherfuckers, these people are basically sacrifices. So don't be the wrong type of sacrifice in this battle. Be the right type of sacrifice if you have to be killed. But know how to battle, know how to do battle, know how to, fight and defend yourself as well as the brothers that surround you. Yeah, because you have to defend your family. You defending your family. You defending the Lord, contending for the faith, defending the Lord. And then you have to defend your family. Same thing. All this is spiritual, but then eventually a lot of this is going to get physical, But that's a conversation for another day. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. This is for the elect of Israel, the chosen men that's doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. Behold, the devil, which is Esau, shall cast some of you into prison, Esau gonna lock the prophets up, whether in a concentration camp or some type of regular jail, that you may be tried. You're gonna be tested in that jail. You might not eat. You might get tortured. Whatever the case may be. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So if you gotta die, take your death, whether by beheading or whatever the case may be, man. And you're gonna be risen with a new body and power, with the spiritual power like Yahweh Shai, man. The X-Men, Goku, or Dragon Ball Z, all of their powers included together in you, and you can never die. So you're gonna be looking forward to that. And it says, "I will give you a crown of life." You're gonna be heir to the throne, with Yahweh Shai in His reign. Verse 11, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches, what the Word saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, right? So if you overcome, you're not going to be hurt of the second death. The second death is thermonuclear missiles. You got a lot of our people that's only going to be here, and especially a lot of cells, so our people that's only here to get hit by nuclear missiles. They're going to make it through all the hell and things to come, just to get hit by the thermonuclear missiles. But the elect going to be delivered from the thermonuclear missiles that hit this place during the battle of Armageddon. So this is Revelation chapter 3, verse 5. He that overcometh the hell and things to come. See, these troops are just the beginning, so to speak, of the hell and things to come. The occupation. America's going to be occupied by troops in a lot of these cities, and a lot of these troops going to be killing people off and everything, man. And they're going to eventually push out the MOTB. The MOTB, if you don't take the MOTB, which is Revelations, you won't be able to eat, buy, sell, etc., man. So you're gonna have to really depend on the Lord. But if you overcome that in the hell to come, the the riots, the riots, the seditions, the pestilence, which is disease, the famine, which is the lack of food. If you overcome all those things and trust in the Lord, man, he that overcometh the same shall be clothed in white raiment. Now, white raiment represents righteousness, man. You're going to have the white raiment on. And I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. Right, man. Those who the Lord dealing with, the elect, are the ones that's going to overcome. The ones that's going to be in that white raiment. White raiment represents righteousness, man. The ones who got their name written in the book of life, man. The elect, the chosen, man. Those that did the will of the Lord, man. A lot of our people not going to overcome. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to succumb to the diseases and the famine and be eaten eating each other or eaten by beasts and things of that nature, man. The Lord is only going to protect his. You confess me before the world, I will confess you before my Father, and that's going to be to your salvation, your deliverance. The elect men, 144,000, the governing body of Israel, man. And then you got the women and the children of the elect men, So, but I'm not going to go too deep into that. With that being said, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.